Ignore here. I'm using the sun today, natural lighting, and I'm in my living room, hence half a TV and a fish tank with no fish in it. Why do we even have a fish tank with no fish? Family. Hey guys, how's it going? So this week's video, things that people do in public that they really shouldn't. So I got this idea from just observing, looking around, and seeing certain people do certain things that is just not meant for public. So the first one I have is those people that eat each other's faces off. So this expression is basically something that I've known for a while, is those people that just I don't care if you're in a relationship, but I don't really want to see it. Two people in a relationship slowly, like playing console tennis or just shoving each other's tongues down each other's throat. It's gross, it's not something everyone wants to see, it's sort of nudity, put it that way. You won't go out naked in the public, so why would you parade your affection for each other by eating each other's faces? That kind of makes sense, doesn't it? The second one is those people who are in fights. So everyone gets into fights, but no one really wants to hear about what your fight is about, because, to be honest, fighting is good for the home. The walls like to hear it. Other people don't. So there is a shopping centre I go to quite often called Southland. It's in Melbourne, southeast Melbourne. And the amount of times I've gone there and heard people just screaming at each other, yelling, doing all this sort of stuff about certain items of their relationship or other things, it's just no. I'm sorry people. You don't need to spread your dirty laundry. No one really wants to hear it, so why must we? The other one is I have seen a couple of times. I work in a cafe and a restaurant. Quite often I've had people that just get into arguments at the cafe or at the restaurant, or I'm having a nice meal with my family in a food court and a shopping centre, and there are people actually yelling at each other whilst being there. It's like, come on. Enjoying a nice time with my mum because we went out shopping, and I don't really want to hear that behind me is people just yelling at each other. So I'll go into this further. I was at the shopping centre during school holidays, and I was buying some stuff with my mum. I can't remember what it was. And there were people, a family, a grandmother, a mother, and her daughter. But to state this, the grandmother was about 50, the daughter was probably 18, 19, maybe a bit older, and the other daughter, I would say, would probably be about 5. So in a shopping centre, in a food court at lunchtime, during school holidays, lots of kids. Lots and lots of kids. Like an exceptional amount of kids, all sitting there with their parents having a good time. Kids that are like between 5 to 10 don't know what swear words are yet. So to be in a shopping centre and learning what these swear words are isn't a good thing when the parents have this. I remember seeing them, the parents have the most disgusted faces in the world looking at them. What the hell are you doing? Seriously? I am here with my 10-year-old son. We're enjoying a meal. We don't want to hear the other family just yelling at each other. That's one thing. The other one is, I've seen this quite a few times, is I was driving the car with my mum. Everything happens with my mum whenever people have fights. I don't know why. Every time with my mum, there's always someone around us having a fight. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I was in the car with mum, we were driving, and we got to an intersection, and behind us there were people that just stopped in the middle of the street. So we were driving past the street, they just stopped in the middle of the street and just had a full-on yelling session at each other. We heard it in the car. It was kind of awkward. And it's like, dudes, that's the middle of the street, cars go in and out of that, and you're standing there just screaming at each other, just wah, yeah, sort of thing. The other one I have is certain things that you shouldn't do in public that some people think is alright. So this one was New Year's Eve, probably about a couple of years ago, and I was going to St Kilda Beach with a couple of my friends, and we're on the train. So those that live in Melbourne will know the Frankston line. Not such a good one. It's basically, we sat on the train, we didn't observe it, we didn't notice anything for a while, until probably 3 or 4 stops later, someone mentioned something, like one of my friends had seen down the other end of the carriage, so all the way down the other end, people were actually having sex on the train. They were taking the New Year's Eve kiss a bit further than possible. It wasn't even midnight yet, I think it was like 11:30 at the time. They were actually full on going at it, but turns out they were going at it from Mordialloc. We got on at McKinnon, that's 20 minutes. They went on till South Yarra, which is probably about 18-20 minutes further down the line. So, in the space of probably about 38 to 40 minutes, they were having sex on the train. On New Year's Eve. Don't really want to see that, because, you know, no one really wants to see that. That's just gross. No. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to follow me on all my social media links. They're all in the description below. Make sure to tell your friends and family about me. Subscribe. Remember to leave a comment of stuff you want to watch in upcoming and weekly videos. All my new videos are coming out either on Wednesday or Thursday now, because I have had far too much time and keep forgetting about Sundays. So every Wednesday, Thursday, new videos up. Thanks for watching. Remember, the world is yours, and see you. Alright, bye guys.